Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Michael Cole, the NWS Revolution Impact and People for Backstage interviewer, and today I'm Michael Cole. I'm going to be revealing Revolution Impact. That's right, Michael Cole. For me, Michael Cole. I'm going to be reviewing Revolution Impact here on the Revolution Impact YouTube channel. Oh, and what a great Revolution Impact it was. We are back, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion. Okay, let's begin with the reveal. Revolution Impact. Commentators for the show were Josh Matthews, the play-by-play commentator, Don Callis, the color commentator, and Matt Stryker, the midman commentator. NWS commentators Josh Matthews and Don Callis welcome the fans to the Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, and run down the match card. Josh Matthews says we will feature Team Robert Knight, Scott Casey Esquire, and Sir Robert Knight versus Michael Rappaport and Castillo. Then we will see Jason the Situation versus Devin the Demon. Don Callis gets on the mic and says we will see the Crew versus Heavy Machinery for the NWS Tag Team Championships. And then we will see Jack Harvey versus Shane McMahon in a street fight. Josh Matthews gets back on the mic and says Michael Scars Minor will defend his NWS Scars Championship against Kenny Omega. And the main event will be Ian Cleveland versus General Jerry for the NWS Intercontinental Championship and the tables, ladders, and chairs match. Josh Matthews tells the fans to enjoy the show as he encounters go-to commentary with Matt Stryker and plug the first match. And then Team Robert Knight, they dedicated this match to the best friends Cody Mercer and King Carly Bernard. Okay. The first match was Team Robert Knight, Scott Castillo Esquire and Sir Robert Knight with Dan Lambert in the corner, defeated Michael Rappaport and Castillo, who had Will Phil in the corner. Paul Heyman came out to Team Robert Knight. Paul Heyman came out as he introduced Team Robert Knight Day, as he is now the official ring announcer for the Agents Incorporated. They made their way. Scott and Robert Knight made their way to the ring, accompanied by their new official manager, agent, and advocate, Dan Lambert, who's also their spirit guide. Then Castillo and Michael Rappaport came out, accompanied by Will Phil, as this match got underway, and Team Robert Knight and Castillo and Rappaport wrestled back and forth, with them taking Team Robert Knight down until they battled back and raked Rappaport and Castillo in the eyes like the cowards that they are. And then they slapped them on a Scott as a bitch Scott Casey gave Rappaport an Irish whip, and that French bastard Robert Knight hit Castillo with an enziguri and a chop to the chest, then a swinging neck break and a back body drop, as Scott gave Rappaport a DDT, then went to Castillo, as Knight locks Castillo in the figure 4 leg lock, and Scott locks Castillo in the SCG recliner. But they do not submit, as Knight plants both Michael Rappaport and Castillo with the Knight Star drop, his new heel finisher, also known as Victory Star drop, and Scott drops Michael Rappaport and Castillo with the SCG driver, his new heel finisher, also known as the Kawada driver. Then they deliver the demolition decapitation and pin them 1, 2, 3. Winner Team Robert Knight via demolition decapitation, and this match lasted 10 minutes. Let me tell you about something. Scott Casey and Sir Robert Knight are nothing but a bunch of bitches. Enough said. And then after the match, that asshole Scott Casey Esquire gets on the mic and tells the fans to shut up, as he calls them thick, stupid, and blames them for the environment being polluted and food being recalled and spreading bacterium germs out that makes people sick of a cold and flu. He calls them fat, out-of-shape losers and skinny panty waist with half a brain and sinners. Robert Knight gets on the mic and insults the fan, whereas he calls them peasants and jerks and says they make bad role models and use profanity, and he also calls them sinners who need to be censored. Scott gets back on the mic and says Scooter St. William, the guy that you have known and loved, is dead. The SCG movement is dead because he killed it. Robert Knight says the Robert Knight that you all used to cheer for is dead, as well as you fans are parasites and a waste of space and human oxygen. Scott and Knight then go over to the fans and whip up their SCG and Robert Knight suck signs and the Jack Harvey signs as well, and then go to the back. Josh Matthews and Matt Stryker were begging the production truck to cut their mics up when Team Robert Knight they were preaching, and I don't blame them. Oh boy, did that. Okay, let's begin the next match. Sorry for the bad connection. You know what? I blame Scott Casey and Sir Robert Knight But they're trying to censor me from speaking my mind. Oh, I. Then backstage, Team Up and Night, they went to IS Commissioner Mr. Coy Braxton Esquire, who applauds and says how proud he is of them and their new attitude, and says he is glad they care about the environment and Planet Earth as he hugs them, congratulates them on their win, and sees them as future tag team champions. Team Up and Night, they make him, then they invite him to lunch at the Hillstone Westwood in Phoenix, Arizona, and Spinatos Pizzeria to join him with General Jerry and King Kylie Bernard. Corey Baxter Esquire accepts. Of course they will. Of course they will. My God. My God. What a bunch of kiss asses. And if I have any connection problems again, blame Scott Casey Gale Esquire and Sir Robert Knight and General Jerry and Agents Incorporated. Blame them for the bad connection. And then backstage, I'm Michael Cole. Interview Jack Harvey and ask him his thoughts on facing Shane McMahon tonight in a street fight. Jack says tonight he will give Shane McMahon a wake-up call, making him realize that Scott Casey Gale Esquire and Sir Robert Knight were just using him as a pawn and pretending to be his friend because of his money. I then ask him, and speaking of those annoying bitch-ass bastards, what does he think of what they just said about blaming the fans for the environment being polluted and food being withheld and people getting sick with the cold and flu? Jack Harvey says he got a headache and had to take an aspirin just by listening to them talking preach about nonsense. And agrees with me, Michael Cole, about them being annoying bitch-ass bastards. He will show Scott no mercy at Revolution Rumble when he beats him. I hope Jack beats Scott. I definitely hope Jack beats Scott. And then Josh Matthews and Matt Stark say they completely agree with Jack Harvey and what he thinks of Scott Casey Gale Esquire and so on as they and Countess plot the second match. And there was Jason the Situation versus Devin the Demon who had Wolfio in his corner. This was the second match as Jason the Situation. Devin had a good match of Jason the Situation taking down Devin with a swift bone hurricane one until Devin fought Jason the Situation off and gave him a faraway slap and knocked him into chops. Then a big boot as he locks him in the Demon Escape, but Jason the Situation does not submit and gets out of it as he locks Devin in a pace choke. But Devin does not submit and gets out of it, and a tombstone pile driver goes to pin him, but Jason the Situation has his foot on the rope and he gets out of it as he and Devin, when trade blows, then Jason the Situation drops Devin the Demon with the end of days for the free count. Winner Jason the Situation via pinfall with end of days as this match lasted 12 minutes and 35 seconds. After the match, Jason the Situation, Devin the Demon shake hands as a sign of respect. Now that's how you do a wrestling match. And then backstage, those assholes, the Agents Incorporated, Scott Casey Gale Esquire and Sir Robert Knight and General Jerry and their agent Dan Lambert are shown talking strategy. Scott and Knight are all showed up and wearing the custom-made expensive three-piece suits. Jerry is saying how he loved going to KFC with Scott and Knight today, but cannot believe the disrespect and dirty looks and jeers the customers and fans were giving him today. And he hated how he almost went out of his favorite KFC meal and still plans on suing the KFC manager and hopes he gets fired and replaced with a new manager. And says tonight he will become the new NWS Intercontinental Champion, bring it home to the Agents Incorporated. Scott and Knight say we will have all the golden says we would love to recruit the crew. They would fit perfectly in our new stable. Jerry agrees. Scott also says he would love to have Dallas Counterman, the world heavyweight champion in the Agents Incorporated as well. Scott also says they have a surprise new member in their stable who they feel also deserves championship going feels has been mistreated by Jack Harvey. You know what I, Michael Cole, call the Agents Incorporated? I call them the Assholes Incorporated, or the Agents of Bitches, because that's what they are. They're nothing but a bunch of bitches. And General Jerry is a coward for running over Jack Harvey. And then NWS General Manager, Mr. Jesse Azevedo, is in his office saying how disappointed he is with Scott Casey Gale Esquire, Sir Robert and General Jerry, and how he will punish them and make them face the major consequences for their actions and will not tolerate anymore, and will announce what he plans on doing with them in a video on the NWS Revolution channel and suggest they pay close attention. Then Josh Matthews, Dom Charles, and Matt Stark say they cannot wait to see what the general manager has in store for the Agents Incorporated as they plug the next match. It was the NWS Tag Team Championships. The crew defeated the Heavy Machinery from NXT. This was the third match as Crew and Heavy Machinery traded the blows when Machinery taking down the Crew and giving them a double underhook and clothesline until Crew fights back with an aided brainbuster and aided whiplash. Then Machinery gives the Crew the boom shaka boom and aided wheelbarrow facebuster and drops some of the Dazovic scoop slam and the compact as they go to pin him, but the crew somehow in some way take out and hit machinery with a powerplex and a belly-to-belly suplex and neck drop combination. And then powerbomb neckbreaker combination. Dallas gives heavy machinery a body splash and Jesse James resurrects, hits him with a death belly driver and drops him the package pile driver as Dallas plants his sister Abigail. Then the crew delivers the sweet chin music pile driver combo for the victory as they retain the tag team titles. Winning and still NWS Tag Team Champions, the crew via pinfall with sweet chin music pile driver combos. This match lasted 60 minutes. Gotta say, this is a hell of a tag team match. Gotta give the crew credit. They have been the longest reigning NWS Tag Team Champions since 2018. And then fans are shown eating hot dogs at the concession stand, and one fan vouches and says, "Excuse me, Scott Casey Gale Esquire and his butt buddy so up night show up and approach the boy and calm a pig and say he should excuse himself because he is overeating." And Scott says the boy should be ashamed of himself because he is having potato chips with hot dogs. As the boy finishes and is about to eat another one, Scott Casey Gale bitch ass takes the hot dog away and says how toxic it is that he should be eating health foods. Scott then takes the hot dog and throws it in the kid's face and walks up to another guy with a slurpee and tells him how bad it is. So he takes the slurpee and dumps it all over him and calls him fickle. So Robert Knight sees a couple, a man and woman, and criticizes them on how they dress. Robert Knight berates the guy for wearing his cap backwards and wearing ghetto jeans, so he calls him a parasite peasant and tells him to learn how to dress, and knocks his cap off and stomps up it and then throws it in the garbage as he slaps him. Then he insults the guy's girlfriend who was wearing a shirt with a belly showing and exposing cleavage and daisy shorts. Knight says the girl is dressing slutty and setting a bad example for the woman today and needs to be censored and cover herself up. Scott agrees with Sir Robert and tells the guy and gal to leave and learn how to dress better and more professional. General J then shows up and says how disgusting the food is at the concession stand and insults the fans for eating. Says thank God he had a steak dinner with Scott Casey Gale Esquire and Sir Robert Knight at Steak 44. One fan flips up Scott Casey Gale and Sir Robert and Jerry and yells a whole bunch of profanity at them. Jerry slaps the fan, then Scott and Knight then grab the fan and escort him to the men's bathroom and berate him, then wash his mouth up with soap for using foul language and tells him to clean up his act as they make him brush his teeth and use mouthwash and wash his hands, and then they tell him to take a hike. Scott and Knight then wash their hands as well. My God, Scott and Knight are such hypocrites. I mean, they bitch and complain about people eating junk food when Scott Casey Gale and Sir Robert Knight have been eating junk food before. I mean, Scott Casey Gale eats pizza every Friday. He drinks soda. I mean, he drinks alcohol. So who the hell is Scott Casey Gale and Robert Knight to tell people what they can and can't eat? It's a free country, Scott Casey Gale and Sir Robert Knight, and the fans can eat whatever the hell they want. Man, get the fuck out of here, Scott Casey Gale and Sir Robert Knight. And then Josh Mathis and Matt Stryker say in commentary that it's a free country that fans can dress how they want, and that Scott and Knight are such hypocrites and need to back up as Josh Mathis, Don Cousins, Matt Stryker plugged the fourth match, and it was a street fight. Jack Harvey defeated Shane McMahon. This was the fourth match as Jack and Shane are met traded blows of Jack giving Shane elbow strikes and bench presses. Then he stomps some mud hole in him and walks the track. Then Shane spears Jack down and beats at him with a candlestick. Then a stop sign and gives him the Shane O'Mac shuffle until Jack hits Shane with the V trigger and several steel chair shots across his back and legs, and then hit one on the head. As Jack then hits Shane with a candlestick and as well. Then a single point as he locks him in the crossface, but Shane does not submit and gets out of it as he fights Jack off and DDTs him and gives him a powerbomb as he drops Jack and then drags him to the corner and puts a trash can on him and delivers it coast to coast as he goes to pin him, but Jack kicks out and him and Shane wrestle back and forth. Shane then gives Jack a flying elbow right through a table, and Jack then plants Shane with the dirty deeds and gives him another dirty deeds through a table and finishes him off with the mic check for the win. Winner Jack Harvey via pinfall with the dirty deeds and mic check as this match has 14 minutes and 55 seconds. I'm Michael Cole. Gotta say, this was a good match. Both Shane McMahon and Jack Harvey had a good match. And then after the match, those bastard bitches, Scott Casey Gale Esquire and Sir Robert Knight came down and attacked Jack Harvey and Shane McMahon like the cowards that they are. Scott low blows Jack and busts him open with a hard steel chair shot to the face. then drops him with the SCG driver as Silver Knight attacks Shane McMahon and busts him open for hard steel chair shot, then plants the Night Star drop on Shane. Then Scott beats on Jack with several steel chair shots and lays him out with a sledgehammer as Knight beats on Shane with candlesticks and lays him out with a sledgehammer as well. The fans boo the hell out of Scott, TC Gale, Esquire, and so on as they make the exit. I gotta say, what a bunch of cowards! What a bunch of cowards! Was attacking Jack Harvey and Shane McMahon for no apparent reason. They had a great match, and after the match, Scott, TC Gale, and so on had a women's celebration. I mean, Scott, Casey Gale, and so for attacking Jack Harvey and Shane McMahon, they're nothing but a bunch of cowards. I mean, I really hope that Jack Harvey beats the hell out of Scott, Casey Gale at Revolution Rumble, and I really hope that Shane McMahon beats the hell out of Silver Knight, because this is getting ridiculous. It is. And then General Manager Mr. Jesse Acevedo is disgusted with what he just witnessed and says he will not tolerate this anymore and will be making a statement regarding what he just saw. And then Josh Matthews, Dominic and Matt Stryker say and confident that they agree with the General Manager say that Scott, Casey Gale, and Silver Knight have gone too far as they plug the fifth match and go over the rules. NWS Scotch Championship First Blood Rules. Michael Scott Minor with Ethan Belt in this corner defeated Kenny Omega. This was the fifth match as Minor and Omega had a great match with Minor beating the hell out of Omega and pounding away on him, and he gives him and then as he gives him a bicycle kick and plants a Minor bomb and scars him out. And then after that, Omega bites back and gives Minor a 450 splash and Kotaro crusher. Then the hot Haddle Cannon, springboard moonsault and Dr. Wiley bomb, and delivers a one-winged angel, then hits Minor the arm the head, the steel steps in the steel chair, but it does not bust him over. As Omega then puts Minor through a glass table and then breaks the guitar over his head, as it still does not bust Minor open, Minor then fights back and gives Omega a headbutt and a double arm DDT and plants Omega with another Minor bomb and scars him out of white through a table and then grabs the Scotch Championship and busts Omega open by whacking him in the face with it. Winning the match retains the Scotch Championship. Winning still NWS Scotch champion Michael Scott Minor via busting his opponent open as this match lasted 15 minutes and 55 seconds. Good match, gotta say. Michael Minor, the longest reigning NWS Scotch champion. But who is going to be the guy to beat him for? Who is going to be the guy to beat him for? And then there was a video that was shown earlier today with Scott Casey Gale, Esquire. Sir Robert Knight and General Jerry was shown having lunch at KFC and yelling at the customers for wasting food and stuffing themselves as they take their milkshake away and dump it on the child boy's head. Then they throw chicken at him. Then General Jerry gets mad at the chef because they ran out of his favorite food and demands to see the manager. Scott Casey Gale, Esquire, and Sir Robert Knight and General Jerry threaten to sue KFC and the manager if he does not make them chicken for lunch. Oh my God. Give me a break, please. What the hell is wrong with Scott Casey Gale, General Jerry, and Sir Robert Knight? These three are imbeciles. These three are just unbearable. The three of them are just annoying little bitches. My God. My God. Get checking somewhere else then. Jesus. And then Shane McMahon then comes into the office of General Manager Mr. Jesse Acevedo and says he wants a match with Sir Robert Knight at Revolution Rumble, and he wants a no-holds-barred false count anywhere match for him. The General Manager then tells Shane McMahon that he's got the match and books it. And I hope Shane McMahon beats Sir Robert Knight at Revolution Rumble. And then Josh Matthews, Dom Callis, and Matt Stryker plug the main event and see NWS Intercontinental Championship TLC match. General Jerry with Dan Lambert in this corner defeated Ian Cleanan. This was the main event as Jerry and Ian beat the holy hell out of each other. With a fight up, Ian wasting away on Jerry, immediately busted him open with a barbed wire baseball bat, then goes to climb the ladder, but Jerry tosses him off. Ian then chokes Jerry with the barbed wire until Jerry low blows Ian and gives him a face-breaking face buster and hits Ian with the ladder and sprays him in the face with a fire extinguisher and gets brass knuckles and punches the hell out of Ian as he busts him open and smears the blood all over Ian's face. It's Ian's face. Jerry then tosses Ian face first into the barbed wire baseboard and beats on him until Ian fights back and hits Jerry for a single point and locks him in the Kimura lock. Ian is then dominating Jerry. He plants him with an F5 and one winged angel and goes to climb the ladder. But Jerry But Jerry gets up and knocks the ladder down as Ian goes crashing to the outside. So Ian and Jerry then are bleeding profusely, and as they wasn't trained by blows, as Jerry gives Ian an arm twist rope walk chop and a diving clothesline. Then Ian fights Jerry off and delivers an F5 to Jerry. White through the table and goes to climb the ladder, but Jerry low blows Ian, and then they climb the ladder. They trade blows back and forth, and then Jerry gives Ian a double axe handle, and Ian hits Jerry for a diving fist drop lariat, then a diving second 650 center, and Jerry gives Ian a fake center, fast press, and a backhand chop and focus. Ian then fights Jerry off as he suplexes him into a stack of chairs and gives him a corkscrew elbow job, and then an over-the-shoulder arm drag and a mountain bomb. Ian then signals for the one-winged angel and is about to plant Jerry for it, but Jerry blocks and flips Ian over and gives him a Cobra Clutch Bulldog and fireman's carry and delivers the Jerry bomb right through 5 glass tables and climbs the ladder and successfully grabs the NWS Intercontinental Championship. And then Don Callis says in commentary, we have a new Intercontinental Champion. Winner and new NWS Intercontinental Champion, General Jerry via climbing the ladder, as this match lasted 30 minutes. Gotta say, this was a good match, but I wish Ian Cleveland would have retained. And then after the match, General Jerry is then celebrating this as he flips the fans off and shows off his new NWS Intercontinental Championship. Scott Casey get Esquire and So Robert Knight then come down as they celebrate with General Jerry. The fans are booing the hell out of Jerry. Jerry then gets on the mic and tells the fans to deal with him being the new NWS Intercontinental Champion and says he would not be caught dead celebrating with a bunch of washed up sheep anyway, especially in Phoenix, Arizona. He then the fans then continue to boo Jerry as he makes his exit, celebrating his Intercontinental Championship win with Scott Casey Esquire and So Robert Knight in the back. And then Josh Matthews says on commentary, General Jerry is the new Intercontinental Champion. It looks like he has joined forces with the NWS Universal Champion Scott Casey and So Robert Knight. What does this mean? How Ian Cleveland responded General Jerry become the new Intercontinental Champion? How many members were those jerks Scott Casey Esquire and So Robert Knight and General Jerry add to their stable? We are out of time. Good night, everybody. Don Callis says see you next week. And Matt Striker thanks the fans for coming as the show goes off there. Now, Michael Cole, would rate this show 10 stars. I would rate this show a 10 out of 10, 5 stars, and a triple, and an A triple plus. A really good show, but, you know, what's Ian Cleveland going to say on General Jerry becoming a new NWS Intercontinental Champion? Will General Jerry be making a celebration video? And how many members will Scott Casey So Robert Knight and General Jerry add to the Agents Incorporated? Oh my God. What else is going to happen? Anyway, thank you for watching, and next week, Josh Matthews will be back here to do the Revolution Impact Breakdown Preview and a Revolution Impact review. This is Michael Cole signing off. Thank you for watching.